Ported.
All right. Well, good evening, everyone. Happy to see everyone up on here. More people are jumping on right now, and I promise that it's not going to be long tonight. Going over this presentation, I speak on bullets. I get right to the point, too, what most brokers are looking for. My name is Bill Feggins. I'm President and CEO of Retire EDU Connect and Divine Insurance Group. I teach people insurance brokers, how to build agencies. Number one, how to have multiple agencies, how to get them licensed, how to turn your agency and get paid through trust. So not only get them licensed, insurance license, but also how to get paid through your trust that you can create with AI yourself as an agent or as an agency or as a business owner, how to apply and get business credit yourself, how to market yourself and your organization, how to be a broker and get paid directly by the insurance carriers. And now, let me explain that, how to be direct without an agency agreement. And we're going to get into that tonight. So just a lot of things, just keep your Zooms on mute right now. And we'll have a Q&A later on, as we get down the line, or you can just put it into the chat. And we're going to do this every Tuesday at 7 p.m. So we're going to have special guests from Transamerica, Seeker Life on here as well. They're going to jump on here. And then we have trainings on Saturday mornings around 10 o'clock on exactly our lead program or just how to market in general so you can get into these great products. And there's a reason why we're only doing a handful of products. You'll see it's because of the underwriting and everything else that goes along with it. It's just a win-win-win. So let's get right into it. Stop renting your book, and own your business. That means stop getting inside these agency agreements, guys, where you don't truly own your book. Just because you're getting paid directly by the carrier does not mean that you're not locked in some type of agreement. And I kind of want to get into what that really means about contracts, okay? I don't care if you're using Insurance Bay or not. These agencies slip in their agency agreements with the name of their carrier, okay? It could be any one of them out there. I'm not going to kind of get all into it. FFL. A lot of other agencies like that have agency agreements that are in there that says that, hey, we can up your commissions, we can downgrade your commissions, we can term you for calls or without calls. You guys have been through that, okay? So a lot of brokers get inside those type of models, and they don't understand that you could be directly to the carrier without an agency agreement. That means if it's Transamerica, you will not see Retire EDU or Divine Insurance Group as an agreement inside your contract. And most brokers, because you're greenies, you don't know the industry. I've been doing it for 20 years, so I know the industry. And there's a reason why you want to be direct to an insurance carrier. Number one, it's because no upline can micromanage you. They cannot take your book of business. They cannot term you for calls or without calls. For calls is for a policy reason or a legal reason. Without calls is because you didn't jump on a sales call today, okay? And that micromanaged activity that you guys see with a lot of the carriers, some brokers, they do like the micromanagement, they do like the recognition, and they do like these titles, these director titles or chairman of the board, chairman of the universe. You love these titles at these lowball contracts that they give you 60-80%, while they're recruiting a whole bunch of greenies to get under them so they could just override them, Somebody said you just named both agencies I dealt with. Of course, I've been in the game too long, guys, and I'm going to just be honest and just 100% keep it real with you guys. I've been around the block a lot. You're talking to somebody who's very experienced, who been around the game a lot, and a lot of people, they will overpromise to underdeliver because you're getting these lowball contracts and they're not giving you free leads. What leads are you getting? There's no leads that you're getting. There's no incentive to be with an agency to say, well, we're not captive. Well, you still have an agency agreement, or or even worse, you're being paid. Some of you guys you're under agency agreements where you're being paid by the agency, because they want to go public. You're a commodity when it comes to their equity for venture capital when they're trying to go public, and they promise you a a bad stock option. They give you D stock, not A stock, not real stock when because they just got a C corp, guys. And guys, this is the reason why you're on this, because I could break down the equity side of it, of why you should not be in one of those agency agreements when they trying to go do a mini or a soft IPO. It doesn't make any sense because the equity is so low. The stock is so bad in the stock that I should just have Perplexity just put it together why you shouldn't have that lowball D stock. It's terrible. You might as well just have a higher contract and just get it and get the residuals and everything from there and invest yourself in the crypto or to the stock market yourself. Anyway, so a lot of times these agencies, there's no exit, there's no equity, no real equity in it because the stock is low. Let me keep going because we're going to get really in a product soon. The reason why I created this is because I'd rather have a direct broker IMO built for producers, not for managers. You guys are the only drawback here is that you don't have a bunch of hype. So if you're a solopreneur, like myself or anyone else, and you're trying to build a team or you just know how to write business yourself or you're a great grassroots person, this is where you want to be in because no one's micromanaging you, no one's terminating you. You don't have to be on these calls early in the morning, at night or something like that, or just to try to get a title or paid direct by some agency, which is the worst thing you could do is give them your book and your clients. The worst thing you could do is split apps where the carrier will actually do the training. So what am I saying here? That we have a better opportunity to give you guys. We have direct contracts, 2 market focus, final expense, and IUL. We have Transamerica, Seeker Life. We use Transamerica a lot because they're a public liberal company. When I mean public liberal company, you want to be with a public company. Why? You could sue them. They're not going to play around with underwriting and getting into redlining like a lot of the companies do down in Texas. I'm not going to say no names. A lot of IUL companies, you guys love using that, will deny your IULs based on people's names. Guys, we've been around the block. We do millions of dollars in insurance premium. I don't have time for bullshit, with other agents or other carriers too. We've been around it too much, guys. It's just best to keep it real. Some people get jealous here. Oh, you should be with a hyper recruiting agency. Oh, I don't want to be with an agency that because they have never really seen anyone like me, a direct-to-carrier IMO, who's been in the business a long time. There's no time for BS. And you guys get real support too, because you get trained directly by the carriers. It's a little different. You don't have to be trained. I mean, me too. I'm out here writing too with you guys, big cases, but you also get trained directly by the carriers. And we do a lot of it. It's right on my YouTube page, guys. You see all the training. I'll show it to you in a second. Let's keep it going. 1 household, 2 real names, 1 broker who can solve both. Yes, protected day. We're going to get into a little bit of Transamerica's, the final expense part of it and why we use it, because it's very liberal, 0 to 85. You can get people first day coverage on dialysis. With Seeker Life, it's because people who have sickle cell, we can give them first day coverage. People on oxygen, first day coverage. In wheelchairs, first day coverage. And with Seeker Life, and they're in a lot of states too, except New York and Delaware for some reason. But they're in a lot of states. And a lot of times you just want to get people first day immediate coverage, with a high contract of like our standard street rate is 105%, and it will still advance you 6 months. Unlike Gerber, unlike, other carrier guaranteed issue carriers that they might have out there. First, they're guaranteed issue 2-year wait. We might be able to get them first day with Seeker. The reason why we like using them, and I'm just getting to Seeker first, is because they can advance us at least 6 months. And after the 7th month, there's no chargeback. Unlike other guaranteed issue carriers, even if they guarantee issue or not, we still get the 6 months advance. We still get over 100% on that, and the prices are great. The main thing is we don't want a 2-year chargeback from AIG or Gerber or anything for GI. See? Right out the way. But you guys get contracted with it. You're in some agency, you get locked down, and you don't understand the commission game. There's games played with commissions. There's games played with each carrier. You got to know which carrier so you can win. Our job is to win here. We're in the business to win. We're not in the business to take a loss from some carrier that wants to be cheap, because their actuarial say that we could charge up to 2 years back and charge higher premiums because it's guarantee issue. You got to know how to pivot to another carrier, and we do that quickly. Along with the IUL for Transamerica, you see over here to the right, Yeah, having two types of IULs. One, you can manually enter, okay, if they take a prescription or something, and maybe they want super preferred or some types of rates. We're going to get into that. And then you have express issue, well, that's really good too. If they're very healthy, don't take a prescription, you can get them approved in 10 minutes. So, and the product is still the same. We're going to get into all of this, guys. I just want to show you guys just the highlights of this, of everything before I really get into more detail. We kind of got into Transamerica. I'm going to get in more detail with it. To be a direct carrier broker, just a little bit about the benefits. Seek a Life, I was just talking to you guys about that. A public company, okay, 50 years have been in the business. They created this product years ago. We're a great carrier for them. It was created by brokers for brokers, okay, and we write a lot of it. We can get you guys contracted today. You should always have a product that is a great guaranteed issue. But not only that, they have a immediate, issue product, again, for almost tier 16. I mean, they're getting people approved. If you guys been in the business as long as I've been, and you understand that underwriting class, if you go with like the Mutual of Omaha, they want preferred. Those risks are usually tier 4 to tier 6. With Transamerica, we can see tier 6 to a table. We would say table 10 or higher. So those type of underwriting health issues, and we're going to go through some of them. With Seek a Life, it's even higher than that because they can give them first aid coverage, which sometimes we can't even get them with Transamerica. And Transamerica, we can look and run somebody in 10 minutes and find out if they're approved or not. And so the thing is to have Seek a Life and also have Transamerica, as if I can't get them in Transamerica, I know I'm gonna get them in Seek a Life because they're guaranteed issue at least. That's how we play that game for 0 to 85 with people we know that have health conditions. Okay. Here we have direct, contracts. Okay. If you don't have any such thing as a pride and ego about, I have to have my manager with me, I have to have somebody that cares about my family, which they don't, they just want to override off you. If you want to be paid directly with no hidden override layers, no little scams that you guys got to go through, no hidden agreements that are inside your agency agreement, this is how you get it directly to the carrier. Okay. When you guys see the contract from Transamerica, Seek it will not say Divine Insurance Group or Retire EDU in the contract. Guarantee, if you go back in your contract, if you can find it, if you even ever read your contract, watch it say that agency agreement in there. And it gives them durable power of attorney over your career. That's what it's giving them. You signed off for an agency to give them power of attorney on how they can talk to the carriers to make demands. I don't have that power. I can't term you. Do you understand the difference? The carrier has to. Maybe I can make a suggestion, maybe wrote up some debt, maybe some things like that, but I can't term you for with or without cause. That's the type of direct that you want with all carriers. And you want their bonuses because those carriers have those bonuses. If you're getting paid by an agency, they keep your bonus that you would get paid direct from the carrier. You keep your carrier's bonuses and they're also their trips. Unless you're worried about an agency giving you a trip that they're making you pay for up front. And those agency trips that you go to, I'm talking about the agency, whatever the 3-letter agency you're working with. Oh, we have a trip. Don't you have to pay for it? Don't you have to pay for sometimes the food? Don't you have to pay for it? It's not paid for. An insurance carrier's trip, everything's paid for, from the flight to the hotel room to everything's all inclusive. But I can't even make up a lie. Okay? That's the absolute truth on every level. Let's go to the next one. Leads that actually work. I put direct mail leads here because they no longer exist. That's why I put it on there. It just doesn't exist. If people want final expense leads and all that, of course, they're Facebook exclusively GoHighLevel leads without you paying $5,000 up front for, or paying for a batch of policies per policy for the lead that might not be good. You actually have to do it on your own. And we actually show you how to do that. I'll give you a sub account to actually do that. We have a great GoHighLevel lead Facebook program that we built the ads for mortgage protection, final expense, Social Security, IUL, anything like an annuity. We have that. You pay per day for the Facebook advertising, which is $50. You can put in the machine, $25, $50, get a couple leads. It's already going to use SendBlue. It's going to automatically text. It's using AI. It's going to, email your clients, set up Calendly, get them locked in so you can sell them over the phone. Because with Transamerica, you can sell basically over the phone in all 50 states. See? So you in Guam too. And you got a product that has a high table for health, for their health underwriting. Okay. And you have IUL and everything else there too. Because their IUL product is really good. So let's go down. Real people, fast contracting, no runaround. Well, fast contracting, I'm going to say that so many people get contracted with Transamerica that it is, more than sometimes 5 to 7 days. And even if you have a writing number, well, I'm with Transamerica already. You can get another writing number with Transamerica. They don't tell you that, guys, because you don't know the industry like that. It's knowing the industry is like knowing the music industry. If you're captive, they own your contract, they own your butt, or they don't, and you have it direct. And some people want it direct because they're solopreneurs. I can sell this stuff direct. I talk to people. I'm a people person. I do table events. I do this. That's the perfect person to own everything. Okay. We also help you with case design. That's easy. We have trainings on it. We have Zooms. We have YouTubes. We have private, YouTube pages that teach you how to do your own case design. Or you could just call up and use my team. I have my own team, guys, my own regional vice president, their teams, everything else with them. You guys have access to use them. Do you know your regional vice president with Transamerica and Seeker right now? No. Do you? Do they train y'all? Or is it the carrier? I mean, the agency. The agency controls everything, right? You splitting apps for IULs? Why would you do that? Why would you let a broker put his name on the application? It was bad enough they don't even own the app, even if they put it on the application because the IMO is paying them, which is the worst you could ever do. Even if it's for training, for what? To get recognition, to get a title of a director? Who cares? It's about the contract level. It's nothing to do with the title. You putting it on Facebook. If you guys need recognition, this is the wrong brokerage firm. This is a broker firm. We are a broker firm. You know what that means? We help people get SBA lending when it comes to their covenants, when it comes to writing term policies with like Transamerica or Foresters to close on their loans. That is a firm. I know 14 different other ways to use collateral to get a 7A or 504 SBA loan. That is a real firm. That means we work with CPAs, CFPs, estate planning, professionals that we work here at Retire EDU Connect. The entire website, from the LinkedIn page to the lead system, and everything is built on working with business owners like yourself or business owners that out there, that you see, from truck drivers to just business owners who are running their own business. We work with people like that and help them get credit, so they can even build their business, but they need life insurance to collateralize the covenant agreements with the federal government. If you guys even knew about that, they don't teach that. So I want to get into now a little bit more of the underwriting requirements, and I want you guys to see this. Bear with me for a second. Let me just make sure you guys can see my screen. All right. I was just talking about Transamerica, and we're going to go to the IUL part, right? I know you guys are like, well, I have instant issue with other carriers. Well, let's look at the stats. I'm a receipts guy. Everything with me is about stats. Everything. Where's the stats? The stats are right here. Just read it. That's all you got to do. We can go down on it a little bit more. And guess what? Your commissions, I bet you, are higher than all 3 other instant issue carriers that are out there. I guarantee it. With me, with the direct to the carrier. Guarantee it. I guarantee your National Life contract is probably under 80%. Most of you guys on here right now. And you guys are playing around, could probably have 100% or more on the IUL side with a 9 months advance and own your book of business. And also, just by the way, because I know a couple of carriers, a couple agencies up on here, Transamerica is going to go up to 1 million, okay, 1 million instant issue face amount without having to do a medical or ABS or anything like that. Just straight instant up to 1 million before the end of the year. Those are the updates. I just got that from the horse's mouth today. We're going to go on to FE Express. Let me get to your chats too. I'm coming to them fast. All right. I'm going to get to them. When we get into the underwriting for the final expense, I just want you guys to know that when we look at FE Express, it's from 18 to 85. Of course, if it's preferred, it's 0 to 85. But guess what's about to come out in July? Instant issue preferred rates now. Even for FE Express, yes, they're going to be even preferred rates. Of course, every final expense express policy comes with a will, live, and will, and power of attorney. The sizzle, the value proposition, the added benefit is 10 times more than that final expense carry that you're writing right now. Where are you creating a will, a healthcare directive, a power attorney, even a cloud that you're creating too? You can have storage for all your pictures and also funeral planning on top of it over here inside this one email that your client gets that they can open up, go to the back office and start pre-filling out for their will prep. And there's videos on it on my YouTube page, all about it. How do you compete with that? Other benefit riders along with it too. They will pay out as fast as 72 hours. If people lie to you, we pay out in 24, 48 hours. Yes, if the claim has been approved, all carriers in the first 2 years, everything has to go through the Office of the Vitals and Statistics, okay? And then a funeral director will get the death benefit. That death benefit has to go over to the insurance company. Well, same with every company, but after 2 years, if we do everything right, with the Everest rider and everything on here, we can get those claims paid in 72 hours, okay? And it could take, and Transamerica pay up to $25,000 really quickly, right away, just to cover their funeral. And it also comes with accelerated death benefits, which is great too, inside the policy at no cost, okay? You can add accidental too, it doubles the amount. So if I get into it, let's get into select means that it's first day, okay? Let's get into some of the health issues. Okay, you can see on here, right? So you know what table it is, okay? Bipolar, schizophrenia, first day. Cancer, after 4 years, first day. Guys, this is 18 to 85, okay? A lot of things you see in here dealing with the heart, okay, is first day with Transamerica. I think of red, I think of heart, okay? Congestive heart failure, first day. COPD, first day. Even if it came in 2 or 3 of these, sometimes will come in, he might have 2 or 3 of these things. Sometimes it's first day, or then it might be graded 2-year wait, okay? Depression, first day. Diabetes, all diabetes, okay? First day. I'm just scrolling down on it, okay? There's some common things on here. Heart disease, okay? First day. Hepatitis, first day. Heart attack, first day. Hospitalization. More than 3 nights now, okay? After 12 months, first day. Kidney dialysis, after 12 months, after a year, first day. Kidney failure, after 1 year, first day, okay? Lupus, first day. I'm just going down, guys. I'm just going down so you guys can see them. Oxygen, after 12 months. Also, we have Seek a Life, first day for that, okay? Or Will Chill. Parkinson's, first day. Okay, I'm just pointing stuff out. PTSD, I get some veterans on here, first day. Rheumatoid arthritis, first day. Schizophrenia, first day. Seizures, first day. Sickle cell, that will be Seek a Life, first day. See? Sleep apnea, first day. Stroke, a TIA or VA, first day. Of course, they have a tobacco rating. You Seek a Life if that's the case. And other diseases, wheelchair. All right. After 12 months or Seek a Life. Got that? Transamerica asks for SSDI, like Social Security Disability. No. That's just based on health, not based on the Social Security claim on that or Social Security insurance knockout. No, it doesn't matter if they have Social Security. It's nothing to do with that. Transamerica just been on a trip to Cabo, and this was they have another trip too for 2027. I got to find it. But yeah, they have some nice trips. And guys, look at the qualifications, by the way, right? 100,000 in pay premium. That's it. So how many of those $10,000 policies can you do? I mean, so I would say about 60 apps in a year, something like that. 50, 60 apps, you probably will make it there. If you're an MGA, GA, whatever, you know, then you're good. How does this product compare with other products that are out there? Well, we could look at a glance here. Transamerica, Americo, I never heard of this company. Ascendio, yes, that's CVS, Aetna, Foresters, and Mutual of Omaha, right? I mean, just look at the stuff here. Now, remember, Transamerica's final expense goes up to 100,000. So if they're approved just one time, it'll let them buy up to 100,000 in whole life, immediate first day coverage. Okay, they could just whatever they can afford. And let's look at some of the questions here. Transamerica Select. We just went over some of this stuff. And you guys are like, well, I like Wright Mutual. Of course, they're a preferred product. I like Mutual too. It's not wrong. I've been with Mutual for 17, 18 years. Nothing's wrong with them. I love Foresters. We use Foresters a lot for debt elimination products, like participating whole life products to eliminate debt, right away. We love using Foresters. I love Foresters. We want to do stuff just strictly Foresters too on some of these Tuesdays. I'm just doing a lot of trans today. But if you look at it and you look at the pricing of it, and you look at Select, which means first day, you see some of the pricing is great. And guys, and when this first came out, this wasn't on a preferred rates calendar. I mean, preferred rate risk model or preferred rate when using their calculator. Imagine the preferred rate, what this would be. Imagine that's going to come out in July. So preferred rates would be cheaper. So if these people were healthy, imagine these prices. But also, we can check and see how the underwriting is at the preferred. Because what about if they're a little bit more lenient of being preferred? They're taking higher risk table right now. So imagine what they could take on some of the preferred that some of the other carriers may not take. And then also, when it comes to the FFIUL, the manual and the express, it's not too much of a difference. It's just one's instant issue and one's not. I do both of them, okay? And then they have a juvenile one too, for juvenile. So FF2 Express is for my entrepreneurs that I know they're going to get over, they're going to want $200, $300, $400, $500 a month they need to put into to make this thing work, and we look at it right here. The risk class, if they athletes working out, stuff like that, I like doing the manual side because I like the preferred elite. The price is just a little bit cheaper. And also I could add other riders to it as well. One of the riders that I add a lot is income protection rider. I add a lot of that. If you're doing right, your MAGAs, you guys know how to illustrate, do the case studies. We train a lot on how to do your own IUL, or you could do the express issue, which they'll do all the illustration for you. It's just as easy. If not, you can call up and work with my team. But if they are taking a prescription, you want to do the manual way. If they're not, you want to go ahead and do the express issue way. We teach all of that. A lot of these riders are already in there. A lot of people like the disability waiver rider. I can't blame them for business owners. And a lot of them like the income protection rider, long-term care rider. Again, a lot of people like that. Oh, what about if I had autism or anything like that? Well, there's your long-term care rider. It's right there for that. You don't need another rider for that. This is more broad, that rider. So it'd be great. Can you do it? Conversions? Absolutely. You can roll that money over. 1035 exchange, on the manual side. Can I lump sum it? Yes. Can I do some backdating? Yes. Okay. Can I get a receipt? My risk class. There's a lot of things you can do. Federal allotment. So you got some federal employees that's on FEGLI. Yes, we can snatch that money out of there too. Or they can do ACH EFT on the express issue side. Again, the express issue, you just got to know what to ask so you know which one you're going to do, because express issues, I do them too. And those are for like our clients. They're like, really want to see an illustration really fast. They want to see, what how their money's gonna make, and we have to teach all of that too, guys, of making sure that we paying on the target premium, or we're maximizing the buckets of indices that they're putting the monies into. But it's no ceiling for Transamerica, which is great. Everyone made, in the S&P 500, global S&P, over 15% last year, guys. You guys know that, right? You guys should know that. If you know IULs, you should know that. If you don't know that, you haven't been taught how to work index universal life insurance. If you don't know that, just that information alone lets me know that you're splitting apps, you're working for some agency, and they're just doing some illustrations, which is insane. So we got that on there. What else? I'm scrolling down, and I'm going to get to you guys' questions in a second here. I think I'm done. Let me get back. And I'm going to open up the floor now. 30 minutes tops, guys. I knew I wasn't going to be long with you guys, but I definitely want to open up the floor for any questions because this is where the meat and potatoes really shoot from right here. So anybody got any questions? So you guys are pretty quiet out there. Any questions?
Hey, Bill, got a question.
Sure.
All right, awesome. Hey, real quick, how much was it per day? I was just curious for feeding the machine, the one that you got right now for final expense and IUL. Just, I think I heard you say 50 a day.
Yeah, so the average would be $30 to $50 a day if you guys are feeding the machine 5 days a week. And that's Meta's business account, guys, that you guys would have a Facebook ad that would be linked to a Go High Level if you guys know how to do it. I know you guys get played out here and you see, oh, I gotta pay $500 a month. I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Um,
Hey,
you
Bill, real
don't?
quick,
Sure, go ahead.
would I be able to use uh like well could you guys because I have AI, would you guys be able to link I guess like an API key to mine, or would I just curious like for like because you know what I'm working on, but
Yeah,
for
yeah.
like
I mean,
would you be able because I mean I'd be interested in like if you're talking about like for final expense and IUL to generate that income while I'm building my thing, but just curious because I wanted to ask the success rate
well,
right
your
now.
API key is the same API key that I'm using because
Oh,
He's
okay.
just he's just using the same API key to Facebook, the API key to Go High Level, and they're creating their own ads. And they don't tell the brokers this. I'm glad you opened this up because
Right.
you brokers are not really familiar on agentic, AI. You don't understand it that how it works. So it's three types of AI. You guys are used to Chat GPT where you're just asking the questions like Google. Okay, people, that's last year. Now we have stage two and stage three. Stage two is agentic. That means that it's task driven. You're organizing it. It's emailing for you. It's texting for you. It's doing things for you. It's creating models for you. It's creating business plans. It's helping you generate leads. And then it's level three where I'm at. And that's a brain. And that's telling the organization like a cabinet and you're the president and the cabinet has their missions and they report back to the president and they tell them which will be a brain what they need to do. And each cabinet member has sub cabinet members as well that go out and they put these programs together. Okay, we're on a total different level, guys, when it comes to AI. So you guys can go ahead and get
Yeah.
leads because there's two types of leads. You guys could go and use, and I'm going to keep opening it up. Uh, you guys could use. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Let me get off of that one. Oops. All right, let me share this again. All right, can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, Bill.
Okay. I'm gonna show you guys something. Give me a second here. I got it now. All right, here it is. If you guys go to my Facebook, right? I kind of had it up here set up for a second, but notice it's not set up. But on my Facebook, I kind of show you guys a lot of marketing that we do automatically already, right? Grassroots marketing, things like that out in the field while we collect a ton of leads, which we convert them into final expense because a lot of clients have predatory life insurance policies or have bad retirement plan options. Okay. It's who's training you, who's teaching you, who's coaching you how to guerrilla market. That's the first way of generating leads. Of course, outside of the Go High Level metrics, that is the second best way of generating quality leads you can write at home on your own and it works out really well for you guys as well. I'm showing you guys just one way on the broker side of kind of like what we do and work with a lot of brokers on this all over the country, and they're self-generating leads. Like I'll give you an example. We're doing the Price is Right. If you guys see right here for seniors, okay, we created that Price is Right using AI. All right. So that's another system that we have that we create these awesome systems, out here. Give me a second, guys. Let me just scroll. I want to show you guys one of them. There's a lot of them. There's The Price is Right. And a ton of seniors come. This is me at an event where I got 60 leads in one night. Okay. Majority of my final expense in Medicare just from raffling off a TV and putting a bunch of Transamerica stuff on the table. Now, you guys are underpaid and there's no lead delivery that you guys are getting for being with an agency, but recognition and a title. Do you see how you're being played? If you would just be a solopreneur, learn on your own, get trained by the carrier, go ahead and set up and do table events, use ChatGPT to find them, senior events. I mean, we're at supermarkets, ShopRites, grocery stores. If we want to retail it out, we do that. Or we could go high level it out on an honest way and set that up ourselves, or give you guys a sub account where things are already set up. You just pay the machine and it's generating leads for you and you're closing them, but you need the perfect product to close. You need a product that you could close all over the country. You need a product. Well, it's only going to market the states that you're in. You're going to select the states that you're in. It's not like it's going to just generally market everywhere. So those states that you're appointed in, it would just market, for you. That Go High Level would chase those leads and bring in a final expense lead. It could be Social Security lead. It doesn't matter. It's just you want to talk to a body that has an interest in something and go over their options. And either they're searching for life insurance on Facebook, or you're comparing plans with them of what they currently have, and you have a value prop like a will, living will, and power of attorney. You get them a better product at a cheaper price, or you get them first day coverage when they might be on a guaranteed issue plan, or they might have brought something in the mail over the phone that's predatory. This is the time that you guys can go out there and really help self-generate those clients that one way on the retail side or the Go High Level side. And we teach both, guys. We just don't have the time right now to get into the Go High Level side, but I will definitely be showing you guys that on the next Zoom. These Zooms are going to be every Tuesday, just to go over the opportunity and how thorough it is. And of course, this is recorded, so I'm going to put this back up. So you want to watch it, use it to recruit other people. If you want to build a team, use this video and show people where the mess is of joining agencies, because you see a hyper growth. Guys, there's people here writing $10,000, $25,000 in final expense. They don't even talk about it. We don't promote it. We don't push it a lot. And I know that's hard for some people because they're like, I really want the recognition. Either you want the recognition or you want the money. Which one do you want? I mean, we have some recognition. We have some events and some things that we do ourselves. We go on trips with the carriers or carrier trips because we're writing business. But my thing is, I don't care about having a title of a director when I'm at a 50, 60, 70, 80% contract, where I should be at 100, 110, 120%. Why? Getting paid directly by the carrier. If I take off for 6 months, no one's chasing me. That's the difference of this opportunity and being direct by the carrier or working for an agency, because you work for an agency. You don't work for yourself. Any questions? Any other questions?
Hey, Bill, real quick. So when you feed that machine between 30 to 50 a day, you said you only have to feed it Monday through Friday?
Well, that's the time that you if you're going to work, most people want to work, Monday through Friday, and I can't blame them.
Right.
If they want to work, so on a Saturday too, they could.
Right.
Those need to come in. I mean, they're going back to your calendar. Either you have a calendar, you have a Google, a calendar, one or the other, and it's reminding and texting them to jump on a Zoom or on a call where you can help them enroll into a product. I mean, that Go High Level is creating a landing page for you. It's creating a lot of things. It's creating things for you.
Right.
You want that client's, the first thing you want is the beneficiary name. The second thing you want is their full name, email, phone number. You get it? You don't want people to play games. So these are the statistics and the science that's behind the AI, using the AI to generate leads. Other than that, some people don't want to go through that. They might just want to do the direct grassroots model way that works out. Because guys, there's no more mailers no more. I hope some people are still not looking for mailers. As high as mail is, I mean, you want a percentage. You want to pay $1,000 or more, and you're not getting 1%. Guarantee it. Do you see people promoting mailer leads? Are they on Facebook promoting it? Are they on Instagram promoting mailers? No. No one's talking about mailers. It's too expensive. It's too high. The rate of return is bad. The ROI is horrible. So no one's talking about that. Best thing I could do for you guys is if you guys want to get set up, I can email you guys over some things, our Assurance Bay link, so you guys can get contracted. You could always email me as well. I think you guys got my email. It's info@retireeduconnect.com, or you could do info@Divine Insurance Group. You guys see it right there at the bottom. You can email me. Either one works. We get you more information, get you Assurance Bay, and we can get you a Seeker Life link. You'll get Seeker Life in a day or two. Trans is going to be like a week or two. If you already have Transamerica, we'll get you another writing number. It's a form you can fill out. And don't let nobody lie to you guys and tell you guys, oh, you can't do this. Guys, people, these uplines, they just lie. I've been in the game too long, for managers BS that only have a couple years experience or I wrote all this business, I did all this. Yeah, then you get terminated later. You guys see that all the time, right? They leave. I've been here for 10 years. I've been here for 12 years. I've been here for 20 years. I'm still getting paid residuals from Transamerica back when they're a monumental way back in the day. I still see clients still living on the books 18 years from now. Why? Because I'm direct to them. No agency has termed me. None. You guys want to learn more? I'm going to share one more thing with you, and that is going to be our YouTube page. So give me a second here. You guys can go to my YouTube page, and you can watch some videos if you want. Kind of see more what we do. And you can go right here and go to YouTube and type in Divine Insurance Group. And you guys can watch Seeker Life Opportunity right here. You can watch, if you go to videos, you can watch our Transamerica versus Mutual of Omaha opportunity. Goes over all of that. IUL opportunity, Medicare opportunity. Whatever opportunities you guys want to see, go ahead and go look for it. Instant issue, Express IUL. We're getting into a pre-need opportunity. Work a lot with the funeral directors in the funeral homes. A lot of people want to get into that. It's a specialty insurance. Some people want to get in pre-need and learn that. And they know some funeral directors. We're going to do a Zoom on that as well. We have one here. You guys can watch all these things, okay? You'll see me and a regional vice president from each company, go through this product, because we are a brokerage firm, guys. We are not an agency. We are a broker firm. Let me just explain the difference. An agency means you have an agency agreement. You're under one of those companies that have an agency agreement with the carrier, which means that you do not technically own your book of business, because they can term you, fire you. Basically gave them durable power of attorney, okay? There's no durable power of attorney here. You are a real broker. You are responsible for your business. Okay? Either you're going to make six figures, you want to keep it with residuals and everything, okay, or you're not going to make anything. No one's patting you on the back for going out there working hard. You should be a solopreneur to go out there and know how to work out hard yourself. That's the business model. Any questions on that?
Hey, Bill, this is Al.
Yep. Hey, Al.
Yeah, no questions, man. I just want to give you kudos on the knowledge that you are giving, because the majority of agents, no matter how long they've been in the business, have never, ever heard this. So kudos to you.
And I appreciate that, Al, because you've been in there longer than me, and you know that the games that they play out here, when people get played into these games and they get hurt later on and it burns them out and they don't want to do insurance anymore and they're back to the 9 to 5. And sometimes people pick up insurance and it's just nothing but an independent contract 9 to 5. You just switch to a solopreneurship, but you working like it's the 9 to 5. You make a little something on family and friends, you burn them out, and next thing you know, you hit the wall because there was no strategy and no system in place where you can have a strategy of grassroots or a system, go high level, in place. Which one do you take, or do you take both? Because those are the only options of getting clients right now. What other options do you have?
Hey,
And not being
Bill.
played in a contract. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you real quick. Could I get with you? I really want to get with you with regards to the funeral homes, especially with, the Social Security survivor benefit, widower benefit. Can you and me, I'll work on setting up a time because I really think going over, I think you were talking about the pre-need. That could probably work out pretty good, right? With incorporating the Social Security aspect with that for
Yeah.
grassroots. So let me
Yeah.
get, yeah, I'll book a time with you because I think that would be good. And then I wanted to ask you, you wouldn't obviously want to open your chops, right, about Transamerica with a funeral home. That would be like, hey, you'd want to more or less stay in the lane, right, for pre-need because obviously it could backfire, or the funeral home might think it might backfire if you're
No,
also
no, no. It
no.
works out great because the funeral industries is one of the most miseducated industries when it comes to whole life,
Right.
pre-need, and locking in a funeral home. And how it works is that just like an HMO or HMO for health insurance, you have to get the funeral home in the insurance carrier's network
Okay.
to submit a claim for the insurance company to pay a claim on an insured that has done a pre-need with that funeral home, and that funeral director promised through his funeral service agreement that he's going to lock in these prices because the insurance company says that, hey, we're going to pay out at this amount guaranteed if this person were to die. The second you tell me that they're laying down on your funeral bed, we're going to start the claims process. But in return, the client gets the insurance that they're going to freeze and lock in the rate, okay, as they're paying that term of that whole life policy. Now, they can pay for it in one lump sum or 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or 15 years. But the point is that they froze the service, if it was a cremation or if it was a traditional, with that funeral director. Now, not everyone has that, not everyone does pre-need, but not everyone has true stage that we have in the country, and the prices, and they do wills, living wills, power of attorney. But if you guys want to watch it, you can watch it, see how they get
Okay.
paid. They get paid really well. A lot of times the funeral homes don't have it, and the funeral directors, they're not writing it, but they have people in there that are licensed agents. They have their life insurance license that do write it. And those are the
Okay.
people that write it. The funeral director usually signs off, or he's already inside he's inside the HMO. I'm just going to say inside the network, and they can just click a button and they can get that service filled because that funeral director is going to sign off on that service to be secured and locked in. Now, Ms.
Right.
Coleman, I see you have a
Yeah,
question. I want
I
to
just,
go ahead and answer yours too before we wrap up.
oh, okay. If you want to answer my question now, I'd appreciate it. I just want to chime in and say that Buddy Seven died today.
I heard he died. You know what? I was told by another guy named Mike. I was on his boat over the weekend, and he's another funeral director. And yeah, he died. Yes, yep, he
Yes.
died like a week ago.
Oh, okay, that long ago. Well, putting it out in public. But anyway, I like this presentation that you did. I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, could I get some sort of materials from Transamerica to pass out at my event?
Yeah, the best thing to do is to call them and get the materials free. You can order up to 50 at a time, and tell me
Okay.
what the consumer, final expense, and you want consumer final expense. You want 50 of those, and you want 50 uh estate planning kits as well, because they have estate planning kits that you can give out. They're like trifolds, and they
Okay.
help perform sort of almost like a simple will, but it's not that, but it's a estate planning checklist. So
Okay.
yeah, you guys want to have that too. And I know Mary Bell's up. I want to answer her question too, unless you have anything else, Miss Coleman.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. Mary Bell, you up?
I'm not really a question, again, just a comment as well. I'm very proud of you. I've known you for a long time. Just amazes me of how much knowledge you have and how much you've learned over the years. Um, because I definitely learned a lot more tonight than and that just lets me know I gotta ask you more questions. But I'm excited. I'm excited for Retire EDU. I'm excited for the things that are happening. So just kind of wanted to let you know I'm proud of being with this group. So thank you.
Not a problem. I mean, we're going to have more training when it comes to the SBA, guys. I was telling you about. I have Zoom presentations on that, on how to use term policies to work with banks, how to get leads from banks. Okay, so it's another way of generating leads is how to get them from the bank. Okay, of securing their loan requirements for their SBA lending. So we're going to get into that. So that's a third way of generating leads. Also, June, I think it's next. Let me see. When is it? It's boy, I'm going to send you guys out a June 11th at 10 a.m. Eastern. We're going to have an advanced planning with Transamerica, directly showing you guys how we do key persons insurance and advanced planning as well. And that's the advanced planning of working with those banks. So this is going to be the first part of it. I'm going to do it, record it, and have it so you guys can see part one. Part two is definitely going to be how I do it, how I get those leads from those banks, and how you guys can too. But again, for the public that's watching this, you got to be in our organization, guys, to learn that, because they're not going to teach you this type of game, this type of advancement or advanced training or advanced, understanding the insurance industry like this. Remember, you guys are puppets to agencies. Okay. I'm talking to YouTube. You guys are watching this right now. Okay. And you're like, well, I'm a business chairman, entrepreneur, director of the world, the universe, and us brokers are literally laughing at you like you are in a agency agreement, locked in. If it tells you if you go outside of your IMO, you will be terminated for cause. That's it. That's a indirect, deceptive, captive agreement, if I could tell. But you're not captive because you get paid directly by the carrier. See, that's what you think. You are. Okay, just for some YouTube that some agents done, just for some praise for what some brokers have done because they're recruiting a lot of greenies. Guys, you guys can recruit greenies too and do a whole bunch. If you just recruit a bunch of greenies, and when I mean greenies, these are uneducated life insurance agents who don't know the industry. That's all they are. And they are pimped and hustled. That's the game. But that's the game, guys. So I can play the game too. But I know the game. I can expose the game if you know the game. If you've been in the game a long time, you can show people how to not be a part of that and how to be a solopreneur and own your book. And we go back to that. What was the topic of tonight? Is to own your book and not get played. I definitely want to wrap this up and say, guys, we're doing this again next week. We're going to post this up and we're going to have a kind of a different presentation, more of like, we're going to probably get into some other topics as well next Tuesday. So again, Tuesday nights, get your brokers on here. If you know other agents you're trying to recruit, get them on here. I'll send out the contracts out to you guys and just jump up on here and keep learning, keep writing. And if you guys got lead questions, you can always email me or call me. We're not going to put up, our GoHighLevel and how we do it and all that. Of course, we're not going to do that. Why would we do that, guys? We have it. Just get your contracts, get a high contract and build a team and keep this thing rolling, keep it moving, guys, But hey, guys,
Bill,
I'm Bill Feggins. Go ahead, Mike. Got one last one. I got another minute.
Yeah, I just had one last question, brother. On the feed the machine deal, is there a contract for that, or is that like per month, or just? I was just curious. I'm gonna give you a call.
Yeah, that tomorrow. But the GoHighLevel, guys, anyone can get that. I mean, anyone can sub agent out. It's just putting it together. But anyone can have a sub account. The sub accounts are like $100. You can sub account out with it. So the thing is that they don't want to tell you guys this. They really don't. They really want you to have a dependency on that IMO, on that agency agreement. You guys are not even supposed to even know the stuff I'm telling you now. I'm serious. You're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to do your due diligence. You guys can do all your due diligence the second you get off of this, and you'll find out. See, everything he said about GoHighLevel was the truth. Everything he said about grassroots. Everything he said about the Transamerica agreement. I'm already inside his agency. Agency where you can join Transamerica. I'm reading through the contract, and I don't see nothing that says Divine or Retire EDU. It's purely trans. It's purely Seekers. It's purely Foresters. It's purely annuity company that we have. We got a couple of annuity companies that we use. Grassroots marketing, everything is in here. I'm totally free. Absolutely. This is where you need to be. See, I have another question on here. Yep. Yeah, full disclosure. I appreciate that, Mary. I appreciate full disclosure, 100%. Yeah, it's good because a lot of people, solopreneurs, are looking or trying to build a team. They just want full disclosure. They don't want no BS. They don't want none of that stuff. They don't want to hear how much this person made because you already know how much you're going to make. If you had a 100% contract and you write 10,000, you made 10K. I mean, that's just the math is mathing. It works, but you still gotta work for it. And those agencies out there, they're not supplying no leads. They're using third-party vendors. What leads? You still paying for leads. Maybe they'll use the integrity leads, but they're being shared with a lot of people too. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real tonight. Let's keep it real tonight. No BS for nobody. Right? All right, guys. So I appreciate that, guys. Look at the link at the description below. You guys will see our contracts. You guys can always DM me on Facebook at William Feggins or Divine Insurance Group. You always can email me too at info@Divine Insurance Group or info@RetireEducationConnect.com. And you guys can go to Retire Edu, just like EducationConnect.com, and you can check out the other side of the firm as well. So thanks a lot, guys. Take care. And I will see you guys next Tuesday, or if you guys are with me already, we're having trainings on Saturdays at 10 o'clock via Zoom on going through a lot of the grassroots, so we get you guys set up and start making money. All right, guys. Have a blessed night.
Have a good night. Thank you.
Thank you. You too.